All right, hello everybody. Let me make sure the chat and all the audio is coming in clean. All right, this is going to be a relatively short stream. I have somewhere I need to be in about an hour and 20 minutes, so that gives me perfect time for a run. And yeah, so viewers, if you are over on viewers on both YouTube and Twitch, if you are on Twitch, there is an ongoing prediction about 8.5 minutes left. If you want to put in your gambling on will I PB today, or at least for this run. I only get one run, so. But let's give it a go. But yeah, as per usual, kind of know what I need to be doing for the runs at this point. Gotten a lot better in the last little while. Along with obviously like which chapters I need to save the most time on. Usually at 6 and 7. Chapters 1 and 2 are usually pretty clean. If I can get one under a minute, 1 under 2 minutes, and chapter 2 under like 3, we're in a really good spot. That'd be an absurd chapter 3 though. Usually it's around like 3:30. But yeah, oh shoot, dang it. Alright, I'm not. That was sad. I missed the grab there. I'm not even gonna say rusty, I just haven't played in a few days. It was the last stream, but I haven't played since, so. And that was where I got not my most recent run, because I think that one was like an hour 46. The PB was an hour and 6 seconds. So as you guys can see in the goal, like close, I've gotten close, and it's not impossible, but it's also very tight at this point because I know exactly where I'm losing. Like, not even where I'm losing time, because it's rather I'm not losing time in one particular spot anymore. It's really just as a whole, I need to clean up every chapter just a little bit, which overall isn't a bad thing, but it does mean that there's no one like trouble spot, which is good and bad. It's a dual sword. It's a double-sided sword. Because I'm like, oh, I'm doing great here, but I still can do better in every single chapter. So just slight optimizations, and I play clean. You should have a good run. Okay, 149 for chapter 1 is not bad. I think that might be close to my best. I think about maybe like a 145, but that's clean. Nice short time. Chapter 2, let's go. Here it's not the speed strats, there's not a whole lot either. Fairly clean with this one. Like, obviously, I think there's some wave dashing speed strats I need to work on for the sake of, like, cleaning them up and saving a few extra seconds, but it's not that much, as opposed to, it comes down to I have an issue within chapter, even 5 gets me. I've had some good runs of 3 as of late. 4's been okay, so I'm not super opposed to that. And playing through like 4, my time needs to be around like I think like 6:30 is average, though I can obviously do better. But yeah, so. And overall, 2 is generally a pretty clean chapter, except for like sometimes I'll to like mess up once in the long battle line room, which is a bit of a time loss, only because it's just such a long area. Not because it's a difficult room, it's more just like if I mess it up speed strat wise, or trying to be speedy. But oh, that was my bad. That's fine. One death is actually not that bad here. If I can hold off without dying anymore. But if we can, then we're all clean. Okay. That section always like gives me the chills for a sec because I'm just like, will I get through it? And you know, normally I do, but it's iffy. All right, let's just get through this section now. Okay. Good stuff. If we can get like a 320, be good here, I think. Alright. Nice. Alright, this is a very clean chapters 1 and 2. Have not had a set this good in a while. Or probably ever, for that matter. Only one death in chapter 2, and it was actually pretty quick. Chapter 3, I need to just lock in on some of the early segments, and then making sure the last sub-chapter segment goes cleanly. Because Ushiro he's not that hard of a little, oh, dang it. Like, Oshiro is not that bad, it's just a matter of, like, making sure I don't, like, get stuck on, like, repeating cycles of I mess it up 8 times. But if I can avoid that, then we're good. Oh my. I was looking at the dust bunny ahead of me, not the one right in front of my face. What am I... Holy cow. Okay, you're cutting corners here and not in the good way. Like, it's okay until it's not, and then I'm... That happens pretty frequently, I feel like. Shouldn't, but it does. Thought I was gonna be able to get like a wall bounce off of like a ledge or something. I don't know about that one. That was annoying, but whatever. Alright. Not bad. Almost died there. Yeah, I finally got that segment without having to die to reset it. Or for perfect one cycling it, because that's normally what I do for that room. Because I've realized you can kind of just jump. You can barely get the first jump gap, and then just dash to get through. Which makes sense, but it's a little... Otherwise I have to like, look into it and be like, how do I time this? And... Alright. Scattered and Lost has been started, and here we go. We are before 3 minutes on that, which is nice. So I'm like, we can work with that. It's more just making sure that we are at the final segment before, like, 7 minutes would be PB worthy. Not impossible, but not super possible either. But hi Blu-ray, how are you doing? My mouse is covering your message, so I actually cannot read what you just said. I'm sorry about that. This is going to be a short stream though, just one run today, and then I gotta go grab some dinner with some people. So, oh yeah, hi. Yeah, there we go. I was like, what did you say? Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, that makes sense. But how have you been? Always early. Oh, you just no, yeah, cool. Happy to hear you're doing well. Yeah, so I'm trying to. That was never done that before. But yeah, so far obviously trying to PB. So far it's actually a decent run. We had a 146 Forsaken City and like a 320 ish chapter 2, and like right now we're at, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but still being at like 5 minutes here is good. No, cool. Yeah, enjoy that. Happy to have you here. Almost, obviously we're on the journey for Twitch affiliate as well. I think you were aware of that, and like that would be huge for me because, you know, making money is nice. So we'll see if we can get there soon. Yep. Oh, I should have seen that coming. And Blu-ray, this doesn't have to be today, because I would want to do this outside of a regular run, but I do want to learn the Dust Bunny skip. Like, it's a crouch jump or something. Like, there's whatever the tech is, I need to learn it so I can avoid the extra fuzzy rooms right here. So I need to. That was something we can do on a separate stream, or I Google tutorial and trial and error it. But I know it's like there's like a frame perfect gap or something, and Madeline crashed out, and you can sneak through it. So I've seen some runs of it, obviously. Then again, this room I'm getting slightly more consistent with, so it's not as much of a, like, it'd still be a time save, but it's less of a, it's not as big of a necessity with the current to get a PB right now. It just comes to locking in. Alright, we're at like 7:30. Yeah, this is exactly where I said I wanted to be. If we can go about this deathless, we're going to be in a really good spot to end this chapter. And at that point, that's a good spot for the run as a whole. So yeah, we're shooting for a sub 9 minutes would be golden. But otherwise, even getting, like, dang it, like sub 9 minutes would be golden. Getting even like a 9:30 would be okay. But that's the dream. Only one death there. Not that bad. Okay, through that room, that's always easy. This one, let's try to get this one cycle. That should not have happened, but it's okay, because I live. Why did I stop there? I don't know. Yeah, no, Oshiro. Alright, we're through with a 9:14. Good stuff. Okay, can definitely work with that. Yeah. Only 11 deaths. Ironically, I think I died more on chapter 4 than that. Should be funny, but, so let me just open the Twitch view in full, because I don't think I have any viewers right now sitting on YouTube, and it gives me an idea of when chat stuff happens. But, yeah. So this chapter, we're shooting for ideally under 6 minutes. That would be the dream run time. Because finishing this, usually I finish around like 22-ish minutes. Yeah, 23. If I'm being honest. 23. Yeah. But yeah, overall, this isn't actually a hard chapter. It's more just speed optimization does matter just a little bit more for it because it's not as long. Which means every death matters just a little bit more. Alright, so far so good. Oh, what was that? Yeah, no snowballs yet. So far, almost died there. So good. I think it's like 440 or 430 or something at the amplified music section is good for me. I'm dead. which we're not there yet, but though I think I would know because it's kind of as the and it kicks in. Go kick it into high gear for a second. Thought I missed that, but you know, we didn't. That was sad. I like how I landed on top of that, and let me just do that in advance. That was annoying. I was like, oh, I got it. No, you didn't. Says the game. Save it. Yep, that is a time save for sure. Or as less of a time save, more of a just general death prevention. Okay, 410. 12 maybe. Not bad, we can work with this, so. Dang it. Got it. Oh my, that's annoying. Zero reaction timing on that could have saved me, by the way. I was just stuck with, there hasn't been a snowball in a while, therefore you're gonna get smacked in the face. I'm dead. I'll try and save that one. Okay. Nice, nice. This is the room that usually costs me not the run, but this chapter at least. Yeah, it is kind of just the run here. Oh my, yeah. More the fact you have to trudge your way through. Right, and then I've got another 3 rooms after this before we wrap it up. This is not going to be a sub 6, obviously. It could be a sub 630, maybe, if I do it perfectly. Oh, sad. There was a 630, gone. Yeah, 640, whatever. Alright, next chapter. Yeah, no, I saw that coming. I was like, that room. So yeah, 21 minutes going in, not bad. If I can beat chapter 5 and 9, we'll have a 30-minute run going into Summit, which gives me 15 minutes for both 6 and 7, which would technically be enough for a PB. But I've got to obviously line up those. Chapter 6, I've hit under Blu-ray. If you're listening, can you tell me, do you know what my best chapter 6 time might be? If you don't know, that's fine. Or if you're not paying attention, also good. How sad. Ugh. But I know my chapter 6 time varies, not the most, but its variation definitely affects the end runs. So, we'll see. In general, I'm not too concerned about what's gonna, or I'm not too concerned, but we'll work with what we do, what I work with, how I perform for that one. Hello. Very proud of myself for having made that attempt at least. Alright. Bubble time. Nice. Alright, we're here in under about the tap 220, it's good. It was just cutscene there, I was curious. Because I know you obviously have to watch through that, but I didn't know if it was considered a cutscene or if it was just, yeah, you have to just do this. Dash movement is it feels like really slow compared to the regular game, and I think like that's intended. So I'm not fully obviously in control of the Seeker there, but it's always a little funky. Hello, friendly Seeker. Do not harm me. He didn't see me. We're good, guys. 'Twas blind to my dash. Excellent. Oh, that was my fault. That was convenient how he knocked that out for me, but not exactly replicable. He might get the coin for me, the key coin, or the key piece. We'll see. Did he get it? No, he didn't. Okay. Well, I would have heard the door ding dong already if he had. Alright, Theo Crystal time soon, guys. And we're gonna get our skip. Almost failed that. There we go. Nice, we're in. Skip complete. Hello? We're fine. I got it. Nice. Okay. Key piece acquired. He's dead. It's a good day. It's Theo time. Nice. Theo, I don't want to hear any of this from you today. We're trying to make a PB happen, and you're not allowed to disrupt that. He's disrupting it, guys. No, that was my fault. What the Theo? Much better, Theo. You're learning. So what's the trick? Because obviously a lot of these rooms are intended to be played in a way that... So I guess, yeah, you can't hit that. Because I have noticed that a lot of the rooms... Okay, what was that? That was stupid. I'm gonna say that. Why does it... That's... I've gotten killed by it twice now, and I'm actually mad. So, it's not gonna get me a third time. That room always causes me trouble, no matter what run it is. It's always that room. This one, ironically... Okay, I was gonna say ironically normally doesn't kill me, but it definitely did there. Close. Okay. Yeah, that one is either like a hit or a miss. It's either like a room I first try for some reason, or it will take me all week, it feels like. This one's not bad. Oh, I did not mean to catch Theo. But yeah, last room. Killed the guy. Nice. Alright, let's get out of here, Theo. And yeah, this is a 9-minute Mirror Temple. Now 9 something, obviously. So, not a perfect 9 minutes, but definitely a good run. Alright, nice. Good stuff, guys. On a good little pace, 31 minutes. And chapter 6, definitely sub-hour worthy. We can do it. Chapter 6 needs 6 and 7 need to be clean, but if so, we can get a PB. Sub-hour would be just amazing for me as a whole. Excited. The fact that I think the earliest runs I've attempted started at maybe around, like, what was it? Maybe, like, an hour 30? Like, there's a lot of time that has been saved since run 1. So, I do kind of find that really cool. I missed the block ride. But let's take it anyway. Nice. And this chapter as a whole, like, the beginning is not that bad. It's really small deaths. Don't make them happen. Don't let them happen. Because a lot of the rooms are definitely, ow, a little bit longer. Like that one, for instance. Hello? What wall did I hit there? I got a duck. All right, good stuff so far. Whoop, that was bad. Made it. Also, I'm kind of realizing, this is from a lore standpoint, but how the... Hello. Wait, can I just make the... I'm testing this now. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's great. How the absolute heck does Granny get here? Like, in the next room or whatever. Like, ma'am, where did you obtain the skills to get, like, I see your crow. Hi. So there's the lift, I guess. That make sense. But we've gone up to the lift, and, no, correction, you can. The lift probably goes straight up. Though I guess we don't know where it lines up at. Because Madeline takes the hybrid route up, essentially. And multiple stories, so it makes sense gameplay-wise how Madeline gets back. I guess Granny just takes the lift. Fine. Because I guess the whole deal is we're not here to try to get out, per se. It's more of just finding the part of us because we need to find them. And make up with them. So that makes sense, I guess. Okay, here we go. Good stuff. All right. we get the sequence under, if we can do this in 10 minutes, this whole chapter, we're going to be in a fantastic place for the run. But gotta start off strong here in Battle Line Fight World. Dang it. That one usually, that first shot either is like a 1 in like 4 chance of killing me off per run. Which isn't great, but not the end of the world. Where did my... Okay. I'm not gonna comment against it, because whatever, but I was like, I thought I like completely lost a dash, and I was about to like lose the whole little segment. Oh, too far. What's the world record? Something disgusting. Definitely, I think it's around maybe like 30 something. Like, I would have had to have beaten the game by now, which is not. PB is what I'm shooting for. Sub-hour is a generally pretty respectable PB as well, all things considered for a casual-ish player. Like, I'm early intermediate gameplay-wise, because I haven't gone through, like, farewell and whatnot, so... Can I touch the ground, maybe? Okay, thanks. Ah. I, like, never got my dash back from any of those, by the way. Like, I didn't have it here. I didn't touch the ground until way after that. Nice suckage. We'll take it. Oh, yeah, I was dead there. But yeah, that's the general deal with the world record stuff. You play the game casual, got the Moonberry, and stopped playing at 74 hours. And game 76 hours? Yeah. Like, I'm over 100 whatever now. But I still have yet to get Moonberry, Farewell, and whatnot. More because I just don't want to... I don't have the motivation to learn Wave Dash, etc. deals. Because I know how much work it's going to be and how disgustingly long it's going to take me. Then again, I guess add on to this, I've been casually speedrunning for months longer than I've completed even 8B completely. So, like, really, there were probably some spots where, yeah, instead of doing Farewell, I probably should have been doing 8B and practicing C-sides, and now I can do Farewell. Because there's a bunch of just, yeah, I haven't done it in a while. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we'll see if we can get out of this chapter sub 45 minutes. We're in a good spot. Bet any lower than that is amazing. So, move on to the next phase of her. First few rooms are kind of cheese anyway. Dang it. Ah. Oh my, what the heck was that? Alright, that was my fault. So that fireball hit was disgusting. Lock in, lock in. Finally. I did not want to be stuck in that room any longer. hot take, but you kind of like the story in Celeste. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. No, like I like the story. Like I know that was a hot take. Like, I don't think I've actually replayed the game purely for the story in ever, but I do think that it has a good story. Like, honestly. When did that become a hot take? Like, did I miss something? Like, I mean, I've engaged at least with my local, like, Streamwise Celeste community. But outside of that, not like the mainstream community, but has something like happened that I should know about? Like, I think it's a really nice, really good story and like a lot of impact. Only because of movement? Yeah, okay, I can see that. I guess I have never heard, like, I know that people play it for movement, but also I guess I had never, like, at least I haven't heard anything negative about the story, if that makes any sense. Like, I get playing it for the movement, but I guess I've never heard it referred to negatively because of the story, so. And then obviously the extensive trans allegory, so, here we go. 43 minutes to a 17-minute summit. We can definitely PB here. Needs to be clean. Let's do it. And this is my only stream for tonight. I've got somewhere I need to be in half an hour, so that lines up perfectly. And yeah, if we can get like a 1 minute, this area we're on good pace from what I remember. Nope. Blew that. Hello? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, 1 minute, 7 seconds-ish. That's fine. Oh, that was stupid. Seriously? Like, I get that's not the intended route, but I've done that flawlessly so many times. Like, that's actually annoying. There's only one death, I know, but... This chapter... Wait, what? This chapter is one of my your favorites? Yeah, nice, dude. I really enjoy Summit. There's certain sections I don't particularly enjoy, but whatever. It really comes down to... Oh, wait, save it. I was trying to do my skip for it. Or a skip for it, not even mine. But, no, I like Summit. Really, just because you kind of rehash everything, obviously. Oh, that's annoying. My favorite has to be... I do like the chapter 2 segments, so right about here. Yeah, 1,000 meters. I also just love wave dashing in general. Saved. Oh, not wave dashing. Dream blocks. Because I'm like, this is not wave dashing. these shenanigans are not for the waves. But more just doing this type of stuff all day is fun. Dang it. Reset that one. And also just this room in general is just so fluid. I love it. So, nice. This side I am not as much of a fan of. More just because Chapter 3 still doesn't sit super well with me in the grand scheme of the game. I don't know. More just from the cycles of Dust Bunnies. I don't like it. And you can obviously hit some flawless cycles when you play through this chapter segment, but if you don't, it can be a little annoying. That one's always fun to hit, though. Nice. That room I love hitting first cycle, that's always fun. Nope. Yeah, 3 break, that would break me. I've done chapters 1, 2, and then 2B. Because for some reason, well, I'm so good at that. That's my favorite B-sides, and also I have the proficiency in it to pull off that. It actually wasn't even that hard. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I need to lock in for this room, please. What am I doing? Okay. I don't want to do that again. That hurt. I don't like dust bunnies. I never have. I don't know who's like, I like the dust bunny mechanic. Like, that person's a psychopath. And I hate, sorry if you do like them, but not a fan of dust bunnies and all the problems they seem to entail. Okay, 50 minutes. En route for a good run, I need to hit like 3 minutes on average per the rest of these. So we can do this by 53, if not less. I really need to do like 52. We'll see. That's the first time I'm grateful to see a snowball in my life. That was insane, by the way. Oh, way too far. That was funny. Oh no. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Just, yeah, okay. Last room. Let's nail this. Alright. Clean. Let's go into the Mirror Temple segment. And this could be good. On very much on par for a PB. I need to make sure I don't lose a whole lot of time here. If I can get myself at least like 5 minutes for Summit for this 3,000 meters, we're in a good spot. I've done it, I think, in like 3-ish something minutes off like a previous run, maybe. Like my last one, by the way. But I don't know if that was the time. Clutch. But yeah, also I'm gonna do the little before the end of the stream. Before we get closer to the end, or while we approach the end, if you are enjoying the stream, I'd appreciate it if you would give me a like, consider subscribing or following if you're on Twitch. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get to, as you can see from the Twitch goal, to 25 followers for Twitch affiliate. I don't make money off my YouTube side of things, but as of right now, but I could make money off my Twitch side of things, which would be pretty dang cool for me. But I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. So, all right. What was that? Add that to my list of... Oh no, no, not like this. I'll say add that to my list of weird movements I haven't seen happen before. No, that'd be great. Also, let me lock in here. No, so I was saying consider like whichever is applicable for you. More just bringing up whichever is applicable. Sorry. I'm trying not to crash out. This is hurt. It sucks. I am doing so good with this. This run's going so well, and I'm about to like blow it off of like a few rooms in Summit. It feels like, and like it's not that hard. Okay. No. Crap. How did that not take me out the bubble? I'm about to crash out over this, aren't I? Okay. Why did that bubble not go up? I don't know. That hurt. Okay. I can beat this in 4 minutes. I've beaten this in 4 minutes. It's not possible. Yep, Lord Trappist, I'm working on it. I think I lost like at least a minute and a half off that room. I'm so that's pissing me off. deal about all of these next few rooms, it's gonna be like rooms 4 or something might screw me. But outside of that, these aren't that crazy. Or the 4 flag, rather, because it's technically like 3 or 4 super long screens. And up to next screen. Okay. Okay, that's fine, it's fine. We got this, guys, I promise. We're so close to PBing. Sub-hour, it's possible. I don't know anymore. I might have blown it on, like, the most dumb little section that I always get through. So, we'll see. I think I blew it, guys. As much as I hate to say it, but I'm not giving up until the run's not over until it's over. And even if we're past the time, we're still finishing. I've got a minute. Yeah, no, it's over. Darn! Now, yeah, now it's over, Moby. I'm sorry. It was such a good run until the summit time was terrible. It's basically all I've got to say about this one. I know. It's like, here we are at 5, and oh no, there's still more to be completed. Once again, foiled. I know. Yep. Alright, yeah, that's frustrating, but here we go. Here we are. Alright. That is gonna be the run, for today. Yeah, I know. Thank you for sticking around with me for this, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the run. Albeit very close, but not perfect. If you did, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, or following. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to play through the credits, and I'm going to wrap up the stream, but that is definitely a wrap for today. It was fun while it lasted. I know, thank you, I appreciate it. I've been at the hour mark. Like, the last 3 runs have been between an hour 6 seconds and an hour and 45 seconds. That's pretty good. I would aspire. That's an amazing goal for me to aspire to. Right now it's just sub-hour though. Like, we're gonna let this play out. It was a good run. So happy. It was great up until Summit. And like I can see the point. No, it's movement. Really, dude, if you saw the section in chapter in the Summit. Yeah, no, wave dashing and wall dashing, for instance, for me, that if I quite literally had not messed up the section at the end of the Mirror Temple Summit section, perfect. We could have had it. Like, quite literally, I'm watching through the replay of me messing it up. And the amount of times I messed it up kills me. Like, quite literally, if I hadn't blown that, it would have been fine. So, I'm gonna skip through this. I do need to get head out. But I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you for sticking around. Hello? Enter. There we go. Hour 41. That's a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.